Call Allah Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of great mills known to rule well. I am not a member, however, I've entered into their labors. Peace and mercy to the sincere brothers and sisters doing this, wherever you are, whatever your lot may be. Back at you with a quick one, just a little, update, or should I say, just one more way for prophecy to unfold. I'm going to let this play. But you see the caption, okay? You see the caption, plain as day. Now, whether it happens or not, in this manner, it is still going to happen. So before we even go, let me get Jeremiah 50 and 13. And we're going to open with Jeremiah 50 and 13, straight to the point. 13 and 14 probably. Because the wrath of the Lord, it shall not be inhabited. 11. Because ye were glad, because ye rejoiced, O ye destroyers of mine heritage, because ye are growing fat as the heifer and at the grass, and bellow as bulls, your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, and a dry land, a desert. A dry land and a desert. Because of the wrath of the Lord, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. And we're talking about Babylon, this place. Not ancient Babylon, because ancient Babylon was taken over by the Persians. Okay, the infrastructure was preserved. It is modern day Iraq. Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at her at all her plagues. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow. Shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she has sinned against the Lord. Let me get 15. Shout out. Shout against her round about. She hath given her hand, her foundations are fallen, her walls are thrown down, for it is the vengeance of the Lord. Take vengeance upon her, as she has done, do unto her. Now, there is so much dirt on the skirt of the Statue of Liberty, or the representation, all right, of the whore that rides on the back of the beast. There is blood on her hands. There is blood on her mouth. Because she is a vampire, a blood-sucking leech that causes nations to go by the wayside. They cause these nations to stumble. Okay, they drink of her wine, her philosophy. They go into these nations and subvert governments. Okay, look up economic hitmen. Look up Council on Foreign Relation. Okay, look up how the U.S. foreign policy has made enemies throughout the entire globe. There's no way around this. All right? People are chomping at the bits. You remember that somebody, if you've seen Family Guy, there were people lining up to beat Stewie up. I don't remember the exact episode, but Stewie had wronged so many people. Stewie's the little baby on Family Guy. He had wronged so many people, and it shows a long line of people with bats waiting to get their turn. And that is these other nations. You think these people have forgotten? Just even recently, the Obama administration, you know how many drone strikes were going on, killing innocent children, innocent civilians? And then fast forward to now, look at what's going on in Israel. All eyes is on Babylon and in Israel because of these atrocities. And this is just something that has been shown openly recently, but this is something that they have done throughout the inception of these two wicked nations.
I'm going to be sharing with you a list that has been released today. Now, this list is the list of nuclear warning list for the United States. Now, we're hearing that what is unfolding right now is that as a result of the United States allowing Ukraine to take their missiles and use them against Russia, Russia has now responded and said, all right, if that's how the United States wants to play it, now Russia is saying they are putting together the list of nations that are enemies, adversaries of the United States that would like to have their hands on some missiles to strike the United States. Now, they're going to be sharing with you the list of these, and we've also heard that at this time, as we've seen, that there have been nuclear capable vessels that have made their way from Russia to Cuba to do drills. Also coming out today, we're hearing that Belarus has said that they are joining alongside of Russia, performing nuclear testing and drills as well, should a conflict arise in the West. So other nations that are against the United States are saying they're making their preparations. And in addition to that, one of the big ones that is on this list and is in the headlines today is Mexico. That is right. Russia is saying that Mexico would love nothing more to be able to strike the United States, that they are actually an enemy to the U.S., and they're saying that they are planning to equip them with missiles as well. I'm going to be sharing with you the latest, as I mentioned.
Mexico. All right. Think about. Okay. Here's another thing that you need to look up. It's called School of the Americas, or WINSEC. Western Hemisphere Institute for Security Cooperation, WINSEC. Now, this school was training operatives and dictators and leaders on how to lead a country through a brutal dictatorship, okay, and serve the interest of the West. All right, think about Panama, think about Nicaragua. All right, there are so many countries that want a peace. Not only that, you also we need to go to Revelation 17 and 16, because you also have the NATO and EU members that are somehow, some way going to go against Babylon the Great. Okay, so you have these NATO and EU members. So when you read about the 7 heads and the 10 horns, okay, so your 7 heads, hold on, let me go to it. Or actually, I'm not going to go to it, but I'm going to go to the scripture I had, but I'll tell you what the 7 heads and 10 horns are. And then I'm going to read the precept that I got. All right. So Revelation 17 and 16, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. Now, these 7 heads, you have Greece, you have Rome, you have Spain, you have France, Germania Major and Germania Minor, and the UK. Okay, and then the 10 horns are going to be your original EU members. To include those nations, you want to add Belgium, Netherlands, and Luxembourg. Okay, and when in my time in the service, when I served with these other nations, America always had the forefront, and then everybody else got the trickle down. And these other nations, I'm sure, have grown tired of it, because their foreign policy has slighted even their allies. So there's no way around this, man. There's many ways that prophecy can come about. We may see it this way, we may see it another way. Either way, the Lord said that this place would be wholly desolate. It would not be inhabited. All right, it will be like Sodom and Gomorrah, to serve an example. Roughly paraphrased. That's what this place has. That's what we're heading to. Or should I say, that is what these Babylonians are headed to. Those of us who listen and learn in sincerity and truth, and who believe wholly on this gospel, I pray that you are of the elect. I pray that I am of the elect, and that we are delivered. I don't want to be burned here. I don't want to die here. I don't want to be missile food, and I don't want to fall victim to one of these 2/3 niggas or these heathen, these hungry, starving, lawless dogs who will do anything, right? Second Esdras tells you, men will be invading one another's houses. Things are going to get real. Things are going to get wicked before the missiles come. But at the end of the day, we are to exercise our faith. We ought to be repentant. We ought to be chasing the Lord, seeking him while he may be found, while there's still time. Okay, while there's still internet and lights, and you can just grab your phone and type something in and find information. That is a gift. That is a grace. That is a part of your grace period, presented to you by Yahweh Shai. Because if we were judged by the letter of the law, we'd all be cooked, literally and figuratively. disintegrated by the missiles, cooked, done for. So let's finish off with Jeremiah 51, and that'll be it. That's just something I wanted to grab real quick. Keep folks on their toes, keep folks in remembrance that this place is not long for smoke to go up in flames. This is Jeremiah 51:7. Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that makes all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. If so be she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go everyone into his own country, for her judgments reacheth unto heavens, and is lifted up even unto the skies. Right? So all these other folks, they're going to return to their land. These other heathen that are here, they're going to go back because they see the writing on the wall. And some may be stuck here. Who knows? But, yeah, that's it. You see it. And there's the TikTok. You can pull it up on your own. Steve Ram U.S. warning list. You can even look that up and see how many other nations are on there, and do a scrub and see. There's too many places that have been wrong. Too many countries have been wronged. Too many innocent, or should I say, or seemingly innocent, or people that had nothing to do with conflict. Too many people have died. Too many of people's children have died because of this place, because of the greed and just the outright hate and disregard for anyone else's humanity. So, hey, man, you see it. With that being said, shalom.